now I'll open the floor for question answers and comments from you. If I didn't get any comments from you, I'll go to one by one, so asking him to give comments. So
you cannot escape.
No, I cannot skip. We have 5 minutes. I need from each row one comment or question. Yes, of course.
What is my basic question for Egypt is, what is your language and literacy level for the local population? I mean, be asking a very basic question. It's all one language.
All
we
language,
don't have the multiple
Arabic.
language. And what is the literacy level over there? Are people illiteracy? 30%.
This is the government saying this. 20%.
And computer literacy also is becoming spread. Computer learning, computer using computer is spreading.
Okay. Ashraf, you want to say something?
Questions now from one row. Okay, I just want to add something. It's not a question, it's a comment. Since I'm with the Ministry of Administrative Development, we are not into running the telecentres. We know about the initiative and what's going on, but we are interested in delivering services to citizens. So we have a similar model, but it's not computerized. It's having someone who is delivering service on behalf or doing the service on behalf of a citizen, especially in rural areas. So we have these centers, and these centers are not government centers. They are more or less entrepreneurs. They open this center. It's becoming a profession now to become a service provider. So they provide services, government services, to citizens, and they are licensed to do that. We give them a license. We give them some training about what services can be done and how to do service and these kind of things. And also they have their own additional services they provide to the community, like photocopying, for example, like working with the some telecom operators for selling products and so on. So they get benefit from the not offline, but additional services, and also they are licensed to give this government services to citizens against a fee. Yeah, and it's mentioned. We have some rules that they have to mention what is the actual cost and what is their fee to this cost, to this service, and they are allowed to do whatever they feel appropriate for the citizen. For example, if the citizen cannot come to present his paper or her paper, her documents, then they can go to his house, collect the paper forms, and do the service on his behalf for an extra fee. So we have this model that started maybe less than 1 year ago. We have 70 something these private operators. Of course, we have 500 other kiosks that are government owned, and we are now working on giving up these 500 kiosks to private sector for operation, not for ownership. But it seems that this business is quite profitable for them. I mean, it works fine for these people. It is not it is not computerized. I mean, they can do it. They collect the documents and present it. Physical travel. So it eases on the citizen side the problem of traveling or leaving to the government office.
But
yeah.
these are all in the urban areas?
Everywhere. They are distributed everywhere. I mean, it's not restricted to specific areas. And the issue here is that if they have computers, they can do it online, because we have more than 80 services now online, including payment and everything, so they can do it online. If not, then they can do it physically. They do it physically.
Is there any government thinking to give all these facilities to those private sector?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, we just signed a project together.
Yeah.
And there is a component to
For telecentres.
for telecenters.
One service that we use telecentres heavily in is the university enrollment, because the university enrollment now it's all only done over internet, so you cannot do it on paper anymore. And it's about 450,000 students every year who apply for universities for it's a 1 month and a half or 2 month period. So we need a heavy access to the internet, online services. So we use the telecenters for that, and we give them some training and instructions how to do it, and they do it also against a small fee. So this is something we cooperate on, but we want to move forward and use more of the abilities of telecenters. Yeah.
So you can come to
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. The financial part of these centers. That means, what is the investment and how much they are earning, this viability?
We had a meeting with the guys, with the 70 guys who are running these centers 2 months ago. We don't have exact numbers about how much they get from the government and how much they get from the other services they provide. But it seems that the government services present maybe more than 40% of their income, which is quite considerable, because they were asking for more services, they were asking for more facilities or easiness of work with the government. So.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Ashraf. So,
Hi, I'm Indrani Kashyap. I'm from Telecentre.org Foundation. So, as you had mentioned, we work together. I would like to know about the connectivity situation in Egypt. I would like to know how, what kind of internet connectivity do you have? Secondly, how many telecenters do you think are there in Egypt right now? And if you could throw some more light on what is the kind of, as you said that most of the telecenters have come up as NGO initiatives and now they are seeking support from the government. But in the future rollout plan of telecenters, what is the exact model of, say, public-private partnership, or if you have any such model, if you could throw some light on that. Thank you.
I think for the first question, that the connectivity in Egypt, the internet connectivity, we have a broadband everywhere covering all, like 95% of Egypt. And for the telecenters, as you mentioned, it's like 7,000 telecenters we have, around 1,500 or 1,800 running by the NGO. Of course, now with this next phase of the telecenters, we are seeking that to have like a body or an institute that to take care of this telecenter and to have the agreement with the government, with the private sector, with the mobile operators, to similar to the model that presented earlier. So this is the next phase for us. And also we are focusing also in the telecenters that providing services to the disabled people or people living with disability. So we have some telecenters now, like pilots, 5 or 6 telecenters in Egypt, but now we are focusing more to have more telecenters for disabled people. Okay, there is one question, and the last question will be here to have a coffee break. Can you?
Hello. Yeah, so I'm Nikhil Gupta. I work for Ericsson, and I just came from US 3-4 days ago. And it is very eye-opener to see the kind of development and opportunities that we are having in India. And in Mr. Mr. Das's slide, I saw some of the numbers, which is very interesting, because what's happening is globally, countries have realized that India is a good place to go for marketing, for selling products and all. And they are doing a lot of research, they are doing a lot of surveys, and they want a lot of information from here. So with the CSCs, I see that the footprint is automatically increased to 250,000 places, and it's going out to masses, like millions of people. And there are companies in US who would be willing to pay money to get feedback, get surveys, or get their products out to these. So I see that as a huge opportunity that, if there is a public-private partnership that can be done between countries in US and over here, because we are looking at 11,000 rupees as a VLE thing, which is $200 in US, right? So if we can benefit that 45-to-1 ratio, I think so there could be good synergy, and I'm open to talk to people and figure out, because in Ericsson we have a multimedia group where we are looking at opportunities across the globe. So just I was wanting to share my
You are from Ericsson, huh?
Ericsson.
We try to work with you. Huh?
Yeah. My question was, Mr. Sharif,
Uh-huh.
do you follow any centralized content management
Sorry?
system? Do you follow any centralized content management system along with your service pattern?
Actually, the content management system that we have, it's based on open source, and this is using for hosting for the Telecentre.org Arabic portal and the social network for the Telecenters.
My question is the government is concentrating on the content development separately for these telecenters?
No, no,
Okay.
no, we don't.
So it should be open access.
Yes. Okay, thank you very much. I think we take more than the time we have. We want to have some time for the break and then next session. So can